So, hi everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are dining in. And I'm happy to see so many people here on this Wednesday evening. And yeah, I'm a little bit out of order. I get some virus here in the end of the year, but I don't like to stop this meeting here, especially with our special guest today. It's a pleasure to welcome one of the co-founders of our partner company, Zeniq Technologies, Dr. Michael Ofner, and I hope he is already here, ready to go, to give us exciting updates and also more background requested from many members and customers about the latest product, the health tech product, ifibr. Requested from a lot of people worldwide here to get some more information and for sure also news about and forecast about Zeniq and this fantastic ecosystem we talked so many times in all these presentations. Yeah, so welcome, Michael. Are you there?
Yes, Mark. Hello, everyone. I'm available.
Fine. I can hear you well. So seems like everything is okay. Yeah, Michael. So the idea is to start with background information to ifibr, right? And then some news about the Zeniq ecosystem forecast 2022. Is this okay so for you?
Yes, absolutely available and okay. Can you see me or can you hear me only? So very warm welcome from my side and thanks for the invitation. As requested by Mark, I would like to present you a little bit the new product that we have in the Saphir backend store and give you a short overview of the product, about its advantages and benefits. Also introduce myself to those who don't know who I am and answer finally and lately some questions regarding the update in Zeniq. So let me just shortly give you an overview and a short introduction about myself. As already mentioned, my name is Michael Ofner. I'm one of the co-founders of Zeniq Technologies. With our other partners, we invented this amazing product of a fully decentralized hub with all the ecosystem that it will come in the next future. And me myself, I was working in the field of medicine, and I was working in research about medical technology the last 12 years. And in 2016, when I was doing a lot of research, I was introduced by an Austrian-Italian company to evaluate independently a product that was intended to improve sleep quality and regeneration. And this is the product called ifibr medbed. I'm going to introduce this today to you. And most important is to get you understand why we decided with the corporate team of Saphir to introduce this new product category. Because at the moment, Saphir is our major distribution partner of Zeniq, using the multi-level and network marketing system to distribute our products, the Zeniq hub, the housing hub and the physical hub. And as we are all, I would say, visionary people trying to help others to become independent, not just from a financial point of view, but from other point of views as well, we decided that some other categories would make sense to implement and introduce in the Saphir system, as in collaboration we did then with Ali Abu Zinjal, our CEO, and the corporate team. So the idea was, first of all, having a product that supports you in become financially independent, which will then be all the Zeniq hub and the ecosystem that comes with it. Then also introduce some products that are unique from a healthcare point of view, which is one that I'm going to introduce today, because it doesn't make sense alone to become financially independent, but also it's important to being healthy and independent. Because imagine you have a lot of money, but you don't have the possibility to spend it in a healthy and happy way. So continuing where we started, we decided to have 3 product categories in the Saphir backend, which is the financial stuff comes with Zeniq. Then there will be a healthcare category, health technology, and later on there will be also a category called energy technology. With these 3 categories and products that will be unique, we're gonna bring into this Saphir backend in collaboration with the Saphir team. We believe that we can have an incredible impact to make you completely independent from these 3 points of view. So let me now introduce you the product which is called ifibr. So this product ifibr, which was introduced to me in 2016, was something that I would say was a really impactful product, even though it was never really on the market, because Corona impact was pretty hard after the research was done. But it is some product that we believe makes completely sense to complement the portfolio of Saphir from a health point of view. It's not just because I'm a doctor and I suggested to have a product of this into the backend to distribute it. It is something that I believe makes fully sense for everyone who wants to improve energy, who wants to improve regeneration, and who wants to improve health status. An example here is a chart from Austria, where you see that the average life expectancy in Austria is 84 for women and 79 years for men. But only 57 years are healthy life years. So more than 20 years of the life of Austrian people are spent with sickness, with illness, with different kind of health problems. So 20 years are problems in this life. And it must be of everyone's interest to increase the healthy life years to have a very long, healthy life. What are the main factors of health? We know that nutrition is very important. We know that exercises and movements are very important. Also, we know that psychological and psychosocial factors are very important. Environment is very important, where you live in. And one of the major factors when it comes to health is the factor sleep. Why is sleep so important? Here you see a chart of a functional MRI of the brain on the left side when people are awake. You see different colors of the brain. The brain is pretty active. In the middle chart, you see when the brain is in deep sleep, there are not so many colors, activity is very low. And on the right side, you see when somebody is dreaming, the brain activity is pretty on a much level as on the left side when somebody is awake. The most important things for our brain is to go into the deep sleep phase. And this would be great to achieve, to go to this phase about 4 to 6 times a night. Why is this important? Because only in this deep sleep phase, it is possible to bring the cell trash out. And the deep sleep phase is the most important phase for regeneration, because only there you can do a detox of the cell trash, where you can do also improvements of emotions, storing memories, and improve immune power. These 3 things are extremely important for regeneration and for a healthy deep sleep. The ifibr product, this ifibr medbed, was then introduced by an Austrian-Italian company who said, yes, this product is able to improve sleep quality and probably have a lot of health impacts. And my company then, Medico International, was asked to do an independent evaluation of the product, which we did. And we figured out that they used a fiber which is called fibrillum, that is made of silicium crystals made of a healing earth that can reflect the body's own infrared radiation. Why is this so important? Imagine we humans, we have a body temperature of about 37 degrees Celsius. Only in 37 degrees Celsius, all of our body functions are working pretty well. our enzymes are working well, our immune system is working well, all of our metabolic systems are working very well in 37 degrees Celsius. We do eat, we drink a lot of things to get energy to keep this level of temperature. So we eat energy with our nutrition to keep this level of energy, to keep this level of temperature in our body. And at the same time, the body is radiating infrared radiation. So we lose energy through radiation. You can measure this with infrared thermography. And this is an individual pattern. So our own body's infrared radiation is somehow individual, like our own fingerprint, like our own iris in the eye. You can identify somebody with their own fully unique, independent infrared radiation pattern. And we know that infrared radiation is also an important factor for healing, for pain reduction. An example, when it comes to infrared lamps, to infrared sauna healing cabins, all of those things are radiating infrared. With a special difference, the infrared lamps, the infrared bulbs, and the infrared sauna cabins, they are always radiating the same sinus wavelength of infrared, so it's standardized. But also we know that this helps already, an example, to improve back pain, to improve different kind of joint pain and things, to improve our wellness. That's why it is sold as a wellness device. When it comes to this ifibr product with the fibrillum fibers in there was done a laboratory test that you see here on the right side. This special fiber is reflecting the body's own infrared radiation. You see a non-ifibr product in the blue line is not reflecting this, and the red line is reflecting the body's own infrared radiation. And this is very unique because you can imagine it's like a mirror that gives you back your own individual body's infrared radiation. And we know that this has some kind of health effects. This is then something what we evaluated. We did a clinical trial of evaluation of the effects of this product. How we did this? We included 50 patients who had chronic back pain for at least a year, and their level of chronic back pain from 0 to 10, 10 is maximum, was in average about 8. And the people were then randomized in 2 groups. 24 of the people got a placebo product. It looked exactly the same, it touches the same, but it did not have this fibrillum fiber in there. And they were laying 1 month, sleeping 1 month on this placebo medbed. The other 24 people were given the ifibr medbed, and they were having the fibrillum fibers in there. And after 1 month, the clinical evaluation was done again, and we figured out that it has some massive effects, what was definitely not expected. There is then something people would say, well, never trust a trial that you did not fake by your own, which is a typical, let's say, critical point of things that are not done in a very proper way. But what we did is we did a clinical trial, double blind and even examiner blind, which means that the patient who were sleeping on either the placebo or on the fibrillum product, they did not know which product they were given to. Also, the clinical investigator, the doctor who checked the clinical scores before and after, he did not know on which product the patient was sleeping on. It was only a number of a product that was then decoded in the end of the trial by a fully independent person. So what was the result of this? The result was a highly significant pain reduction of back pain. So more than 90% of the people who were having back pain reduced this from more than 8 to a level of about 2, which is incredible. Most of the painkillers, most of the physiotherapeutic treatments cannot do this within this short period of time. there was also a massive improvement of sleep quality. The people were sleeping earlier, they were sleeping deeper, and they were having more energy and more regeneration the next day. Also, their mobility was better because the pain was less. And finally, and overall, the life quality of all the people were massively better. One side effect, a positive side effect that we realized in this clinical trial was about seven patients, 7 girls, 7 women who were having menstruation pain when they had their period. They reported, even if we did this trial only for back pain, they reported that their pain during the period that they had for years was completely gone, completely gone. This is a massive effect that nobody was really expecting at all. So overall, we can definitely say that this product was having a beneficial effect for the health in several factors. And I was happy that this was a result. Even the clinical trial was completely done by doctors, and an example by Professor Harald Wallach, who did the statistics fully independent of any of external influences. So as this trial was started in 2016 and was completed by beginning of 2019, my job in the end of doing this independent evaluation was done at this point. And I even forgot about the product because IBO GmbH, who was distributing it, was then requested to do their own job by themselves independently. After we were, in a couple of months ago, evaluating what other products would make sense to bring to the Saphir backend to complement, not just to add another product in the same category with the same properties, but something to complement the whole portfolio. I remember back that this ifibr product would be something what I believe makes completely sense to all of us, because it is, you cannot do anything wrong. You basically put it on your bed like an independent sheet and you lay on it, you sleep on it, that's it. There is nothing to do. And if there are no, let's say, surgical operations or any serious problems that need an indication for, an example, surgical treatments, then I would strongly suggest for everyone to try this product, give it a try, and see how much positive impact it can get to your health. So by end of November, we decided then with the Saphir team to put this to the back end with the same price as the Zeniq Housing Hub. Shipping is available worldwide with the same commission system. And we're at the moment working on detailed infos, giving some seminars and working on an FAQ to make everyone aware that this is existing and that this unique product is available in the backend now for everyone. So just as a short introduction, I hope everything is clear from this point of view. I hope that this product will give you a really, really high added value to your life, to your health, and then it makes even more fun to spend all the money that you earn in the Saphir system.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much for this introduction. We had really a lot of requests here. For sure, some questions also. How about the delivery? Yeah, especially, let's say I get the question for India. Yeah, how is this working right now? Can you give any information about this?
We are, or more or less, Saphir is now working at with DHL on a special contract for delivering the product globally. But in the next couple of weeks, so most probably in beginning of January, latest by mid of January, it will be available for shipping worldwide. So no matter if you want to ship it to India or to Peru or wherever, we can ship it from our warehouse in Europe to wherever you want to have it. And yeah, that's it. It will be available everywhere.
Okay, okay. So that sounds good. And yeah, I think we will use this opportunity here also to get some overview or forecast, however you will call it, about the ecosystem of Zeniq. Yeah, I think people are very interested and to get some information, some news. Yeah, so this will be very nice.
Sure. Most important, we are now working to bring the source code of the Zeniq blockchain to GitHub, which will be probably done in the next couple of days. Then it will be listed at CoinMarketCap very soon. And we are also working to list the coin on 2 exchanges, which will be also most probably done in the next couple of weeks. And you can imagine if the source code is then available, if the listing in CoinMarketCap is done, and if there is also an independent listing on exchanges, that this will have a massive impact on the coin value as well. So these are for the next 2-3 weeks, most probably, the next steps. And I can promise you we're working hard to get all those things done that we were promising. And some things are taking a little bit longer than expected. Some things are out of our control because still through the impact of Corona crisis, there is the lack of microchips that we need for the hubs. But I think we compensate a lot with the housing hubs and the availability of the online services. So by the next couple of weeks, I think most of the things that were introduced at the Sapphire event will be addressed and will be hopefully fulfilled to your full satisfaction.
Okay. And can you give some more details about this smart chain, swap chain? What is based on what? So it's not about the exactly time frame. We all know this is not to predict so easy. It depends on many things, but a bit more understanding for the people to understand, okay, there's a smart chain, there's the own Zeniq token standard like Binance Chain has, yeah, and what will run over the smart chain, the tokenization projects or other crypto projects. So some more insights, please.
There was one guy who said, if you do 2 steps at the same time, you probably fall. So what we are trying to do is to fix everything in a real proper way. And the first step is definitely now to have the source code for the Zeniq blockchain available and ready. As soon as all the final and tiny bugs are fixed, this will be published and will be available. And as the next step, we're working then on the Zeniq smart chain, which will be the second layer on our blockchain. And based on this, tokens and NFT can then be created. We are also working on a platform for creating tokens and NFTs. So in example, with Abinok, we are now in the final steps to get their token ready on our platform. And yeah, the time frame is, let's say, somehow a critical point in all of development and technological projects. But we were hiring just in December more than 20 developers who are now supporting us to get the things forward and done. And you know, it takes some time to get the people when they're coming from an external project now to our project, to get them introduced to the details, get the things up and running. But I think January will be a very, very productive and very successful month to get most of the things delivered that were promised.
Okay. And the application and the synchronization is one thing, and then also to make the app ready for the staking tip model. Yeah, is there any update, any time frame?
I think most of the things of the app are still running. The synchronization with the backend is under development, but from all of the things that I was introducing now, it's not the very first priority, because most of the focus is now driven to get the blockchain itself ready and updated and published. And as soon as this is done, the app with the smart chain is in the, let's say, second priority, and will most probably also be ready with most of the features that were talked and promised in mid or end of January.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, okay, cool. And I think one question is also the hub delivery of the physical home hubs. This is mentioned in January. Is this to handle, or is there any?
Yes, there will be. First of all, we managed to get at least the major part of the microchips now ready. We have now more than 3,000 hubs available as a physical device already in our manufacturing station. So we do that at the moment. We do the final quality checks. And also we will come up with a solution to update the hub in a proper and secure and safe way from time to time with our own dedicated servers. So I think we will really manage to deliver the first 2,000 to 3,000 hubs in January with an updated, with an update possibility, with a secure and safe update possibility, but with already the major functions and the major features up and running and working as promised to this date. And with, as you know, that only about 7 to 10% of all of the Zephyr clients ordered the physical hub, so more than 90% are ordering and focusing on the housing hub. This is already a major part if we will be able in January to deliver about the 3,000 pieces.
Okay. Is there any event planned from the company side? So in springtime, something like that, or
in general, we are planning to have regular events at least once, but most probably then twice a year. We are planning some special events before summer, but there is no exact time frame and no things at the moment decided. This will be up to date most probably as soon as we deliver the first hubs. Then we will also introduce and present the next date for the upcoming event.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, hubs we have. Yeah, so I think January will be a special month, and the first quarter for sure. A lot of things happen. Yeah, I can hear you're also not 100% fit right now on your voice. And yeah, thank you for being here. And yeah, I'm looking forward for a fantastic 2022. Yeah, and yeah, if you have a final word or yeah, statement for 2022, what is your what are you saying?
I had the pleasure to were impacted with coronavirus over the Christmas holidays. So most of the things are now gone and done, but you still hear a little bit in my voice.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Yes. And I can tell you it was definitely not that hard as most of the time transported, but anyway, I'm more or less recovered, all good so far. And I wish all and everyone the best, that this pandemic will hopefully end by 2022, that most of the things, because are influenced and impacted with this pandemic, starting from all of the supply chains, starting from all of the lockdowns and going to all of the lockdowns, that all of those things will finally and hopefully be gone and over. And then all the things in the industry will hopefully accelerate in pace and can be delivered much faster than expected.
Yeah, okay, super. Yeah, I get it today. The positive test. Yeah, so that's why tomorrow we must cancel, yeah, for security reasons, the webinars. This is too much, 2 hours then for me, but yeah, we will be back straight in the beginning of January, and looking forward, yeah, to all of you, to regular webinars and all this stuff in the countdown of 2022. Yes, thank you for being here with the background of this yeah, coronavirus. And yeah, I wish everyone a fantastic yeah, jump over into 2022, and looking forward to see you healthy and yeah, successful in 2022. Yeah, thank you again for being here, and all the best for everyone in the call.
Thank you very much. Thank you again for the invitation, and wish you all the best and a lot of health and success in 2022. Thanks and have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening to all. Bye. Bye for now.